what's happened in the last video.
I turned towards the voice. Oh dear!
And here is more MrDudeManSir.
I strayed for quite some time in the forest and even thought of crying for help, but I finally saw the camp's fence behind the trees. Made it to safety. I need to move my mouth out of the way. It annoys me probably more than it does you. Everything falls back into place. Okay, that's just my name. The bus is gone. I mumbled quietly. Mumbled I quietly. Okay. On the one hand, there was nothing strange about it. The bus couldn't just stay there forever. On the other hand, it meant that someone was driving because the buses do not drive themselves. Or do they? Plot twists! This world seemed too normal, but every event here had at least two explanations for it. An ordinary, real, everyday explanation, and a surreal one. Certainly, the driver could have just been off for a snack and I left too soon, and that's why. In any case, this is not a place for me to be. No, gosh darn, I have to use the mouse wheel. Okay. Whether that bus drives itself or not was probably an important question, but it was much more important how I got here at all. And where this here was, well, it's probably a pioneer camp, just so you know. The fields and woods stretched towards the horizon. Had no answer. What? So, okay, you're looking to the trees and fields for inspiration, but didn't find anything. Dots. A strange, odd, and alien world. However, absolutely not frightening at the same time. Either my self-preservation instinct decided to resign from its job, or all this running around the camp and the local pioneers had lulled me so much with their carefree normality that I was sometimes simply forgetting what had happened to me just a couple hours ago. Although I probably just had no strength left to worry. All I wanted was some peace, calmness. I wanted to just have a break from it all. And only after that would I continue looking for answers, ready and reloaded. Then you should probably just go sit in your little cabin and take a good nap. However, that would be some time later. And what about now? Can I let myself relax? Can I let myself too relax? That time passed really fast. It got completely dark, and in any case, it was better to spend the night in the camp. I was about to head back when someone calm came silently from behind. Oh, hello, Mrs. Bikini Girl. Hello, what are you doing here so late? I got lost in the trees after chasing after that USSC girl, or something like that. It was just Slavia standing before me. I was so surprised that I got a seizure. So, you haven't caught Olyana, have you? She smiled. I nodded disappointingly inside. So her name's Olyana. I need to remember that, Mrs. 2-foot-tall girl. No wonder. No one ever have. No one ever has. Yeah, she's a real rocket girl. She could have found better use of her energy than looking for adventures. You must be hungry. You didn't manage to have dinner after all because someone put a bug in it and left. And you couldn't find him. Indeed. My stomach just grumbled. But after these words of hers, my stomach drew attention to itself by giving a traitorous rumble. Slavia smiled. Let's go then. What? Is the canteen still open? It's alright, I have the keys. Ooh, sneaking in food. The keys. Yeah, I have all the keys to the facilities in this camp. How come? Well, I'm something like the camp leader's aide here. I see. Well, let's go to Narnia. It was an offer you cannot refuse. When we reached the square, Slavia stopped in our tracks. Oh, excuse me, I should warn my roommate that I'll be late. So she's so punctual at herself that she'd be worrying otherwise. You can go on to the canteen, I'll come in a minute, alrighty? Alrighty. I really did not expect that at such a late hour someone would be there besides me. And that someone was apparently hopelessly trying to open the door. Without any secret thoughts, I walked up to the porch. Oh, I probably should have figured it was you. You're mean. It was just the lockpicker turned out to be Alyssa. I should have probably kept off and waited. She looked at me intently for a while and said, "Don't just stand there, give me a hand or something." Meaning? Help me open this door. Why? 'Cause I want some buns, son. With kefir. The dinner wasn't enough. Is it really a good idea? No. You could just wait here for like 2 minutes and the person will be here with keys. Aren't you hungry yourself, huh? Well, yeah. That's why I have someone coming with keys. Yana didn't let you have a normal dinner, did she? She smiled sarcastically. It's true, she didn't. It's fine, Slavia will come now and... What? Yes, I shouldn't have said that. I'm off then. And you'll pay for doing absolutely nothing but standing there. You owe me how do I owe you? I don't owe you a single penny. Having said that, Alyssa disappeared into the night. And what was the first one for? Exactly. I never do nothing bad. Slavia didn't keep me waiting for too long. Is everything fine? Well, kinda. Nothing bad happened, but I had a run-in with a girl. Yeah, why you asking? No reason, it's nothing. It was better if I did not tell her about Mrs. Alyssa there. Everything's fine. And dandy. I said that and instantly heard a trace of dishonesty in my voice. Well, shall we go? As for Slavia, she seemed to not have noticed anything. Or at least she was pretending she didn't. We entered the canteen, and beautiful, romantic music started playing. Wait a bit, I'll go eat something. Go get it. For you. I sat down on a chair and obediently waited for my savorous. Oh. You look a lot more detailed now. It's better than that sprite of yours. This is much better. Okay, my dinner was simple. A few buns, hun, and a glass of kefir. No wonder. I bet hungry pioneers finished everything off. However, even that was far better than most of my unusual diet. Slavia sat across the table and looked at me while I was eating. Is there something on my face? No, just... She smiled. So, how did you like your first day at the camp? Well, I don't really know. It's silly to ask someone who suddenly found himself in a different reality whether he liked the food in the canteen, the camp leader, or the assigned hut. That's alright. You'll soon get used. Slavia stared into the window dreamily. Frankly speaking, I have no desire to get used to such things, but as for her, she doesn't know. Or at least she wants me to think that she doesn't. All in all, it's nice here. I had to somehow break the awkward silence. Do you think so? She asked without any interest. Yeah, this place is so... I wanted to say retro, but I managed to hold that back. After all, it was retro for me, but what about them? It might be the only kind of life they knew. If the term life was applicable here at all. So how? She looked at me closely, as if something important depended on my answer. Well, I don't know. Lovely. Yeah, it's lovely here. I guess you're right. She smiled again. It's very good that you think so. Why? Well, not everybody likes it here. What about you? Me? Yeah. I love it here. It's great. Then you don't need to worry about what other people think. Well, I don't really worry. Slavia laughed. This conversation seemed to be leading me far astray from where I wanted to get. And you worried yourself. Really? Why? Well, when someone is chewing so intensely. I'm sorry. It's okay. I couldn't force myself to be more careful with this girl. But why exactly her, with any local inhabitant? Every one of them looked completely normal to me. Precisely normal, so normal that it sends chills down my spine to the marrow. Normal, not like a neighbor human with a power drill in one hand and a subwoofer in the other. Not like a passenger human you can't often meet in a subway or public transport. Not like a coworker human next to the table in an open plan office. And not even like a friend human. Why do you have to add the suffix human to everything? I don't know. But who only differs from other humans in a constant instance. All of them look normal, as I would expect them to be, with their own downsides without any superpowers. And Slavia was also cute. I glanced at her stealthily, not knowing what to say. I'm sorry, I wanted to show you the camp, but ran off my feet. I didn't miss anything while you're on my own, I guess. While being on my own. Are you sure you haven't missed anything at all? She smiled so hard that I had to cast my eyes down in confusion. Well, how could I know? It's the first day I'm here. Okay, you spelled okay wrong. That's with an A. And what have you seen so far? I've seen the square, this canteen, the football field. Now you call it football! Wait, no, never mind. It's still soccer. Okay, never mind. It is definitely soccer. And what about this beach? Just from afar. You should really go there, or let's do it together. Yeah, okay, we will. Her unnaturalness started to scare me, but then I thought, what if everything that happens here is how it's supposed to be, and this world looks just strange to me, but for them it is native. Maybe I got thrown into the past. That would... No. No. Can I ask a stupid question? No. Okay, you're back to your usual weird self picture thing. Slavia smiled and stood up from the table. It's Lat. Will you find the way to Olga by yourself? Of course I will, but why should I go there? She'll settle you to someone. What for? Probably this question seemed stupid because Slavia burst into good laughter. You need to sleep somewhere, right? Am I good to sleep with Mr. Electronic? That'd be pretty cool. But that makes sense. Fine, I'll go then. Good night. Night. It's strange that she left in such a hurry. A key bundle left in the door lock caught my attention. I was going to catch up to Slavia, but where does she live? And knocking on every door during the middle of the night doesn't sound like a bright idea. Oh. Oh dear. Hello? Leaving the keys is a bad deal. Because I'd expect that one angry girl to come back and she'd probably steal them. So I'm gonna take them and give them to her in the morning. I better take them. We'll give them back. Yes, exactly what I thought. Such thoughts gave me a chill. It was me who needs to be careful here in the first place. The night, though being dark, was silent at all. Well, it wasn't silent at all. One could hear chirping crickets, songs of nightbirds, and rustling the trees from everywhere. Sudden desire to follow Slavia's advice and go to the camp leader's cabin appeared. I don't know why, but the look of the unknown bronze builder of communism put me in a constructive mood. I sat on the bench and started to recall everything happened today. That was all my constructive mood could offer. Here was much brighter than the canteen. Belated pioneers were running by, so this place didn't seem very scary at all. Bus, summer camp, girls. I was so tired from everything new and strange that I could not come up with a single explanation of what was going on. I heard a barely noticeable rustle nearby. I shivered and looked in that direction. Girl. Oh, that's... every time I see those little tildes, I think of, like, it's supposed to be said like that, but it's probably just inner thoughts. Or something. I don't know, it's weird. Reading a book. Oh, it's you again. Hello there, Mrs. Lena. I decided to come closer and talk. She was the only person I met here without having a few words of chat. Hi, what are you reading? Lena was so surprised that she even jumped up and blushed. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. Never mind. She blushed and started into the book again. So what are you reading? And the cover was written, Gone with the... Ooh. Praise the book. Praise the book. I'm guessing this is a choice between whether do I want to go on her route or have a chance to go on her route, or do I just want to not care about this girl at all? Well, I have the chance to go on her route, because, I mean... Well, this is gonna sound weird, but she's kind of my type to shy stuff. But, nah, I don't know. Let's go with it. A good book. Thanks. Honestly speaking, I haven't read it, but such literature suits her very well. Netta doesn't seem to be interested in continuing the talk. Oh, if I'm bothering you. No. No. She answered me while looking into the book. Can I set aside for a while? Why? Really, why? Maybe just because I was very tired and being company was better than being alone. I knew this was going to increase my likeness with her. And maybe I wanted to try to find something out from her. I carefully examined Lena. But no, I doubt that. Well, I don't know. I'm not allowed to? Feel free. But if I'm bothering you... No, you don't. Can I leave? Just tell. I can. I can do it. Everything's alright. Okay then. I sat on one end of the bench carefully. After such an intensive talk, staying here was the last thing I wanted. But it won't be nice just to stand up and leave. It didn't really go well, huh? Lena hasn't answered anything. It seems I made a fool out of myself. I bet if it was Ulyana here, she'd leave and good laugh at me. Do you enjoy being here? I recalled the Slavi's question and thought it would be a good start for a conversation. Yeah. She slightly smiled. I guess I like it too. Lena definitely isn't very sociable and probably can't support the meaningless conversation as easy as Slavia. But there was something in it that attracted the attention. Like a momentary sight or reflection in your glasses at a rainy autumn evening which makes you turn around and stare in the darkness searching for something that you cannot see out of the corner of your eye. Whew, I really do not like those gigantic sentences. I cannot keep my breath. And my sight, I cannot just read this entire thing perfectly like that. It's hard. It's hard. Of course, you weren't able to distinguish or understand what it was, but it felt so tempting. Lena was still reading the book without paying any attention to my presence. And I had no intention at all to ask her anything about this camp or this world in general. Beautiful night. Yeah. How in a world would you start a conversation with her? It's late, I have to go. Yeah, it is quite late. Good night. Night. Again. There was something strange in this girl. At first glance she's a typical shy and modest pioneer girl, but... The mystery of Vonikk took its own place in a massive list of mysteries of this camp, which I started to put together in my head. Lazy evening. There's nothing like a good time with nothing to do. I headed towards Olga's cabin. The light in the house was on. Hello. Hello, Semyon. You're quite late. Yeah, I know. I went for a walk to look around the camp. Alright. You'll be sleeping here. Wait, what? Isn't this where you're sleeping? Oh dear. She pointed her finger at one of the beds. Right here? I got a bit surprised. Yeah, something wrong? We are on a free cabins anyway. The camp leader smiled, but I'd rather think it was a smile of lateness. You do want to be a decent pioneer, don't you? There was a clear emphasis on the word decent. Yeah, sure. I got lost in thought for a moment. Don't you mind it, mademoiselle? She looked at me oddly, with a surprise and some offense in her eyes. Pioneers should respect the elders. Olga said strictly. Of course he would. No one argues that. I blathered, not realizing what was wrong. Shouldn't you also... She stared at me, with an angry face. Under such a gaze, even Mithril forged by best dwarf master from the deep... You are definitely a gamer. Should I what? What's up, Tut? Just Tut? What is that? Tut. Nuisance and a lack of understanding made me talk a little louder. You must address adults appropriately. Yes, of course, there are a lot of strange things here. But this girl was just a couple years old, oh dear. So you must be older than 18. Okay. And she must be a definite possible love interest. And maybe even younger. But I decided not to argue. Well, just a few minutes ago I would never call her an adult, but I have to admit that she is also given a strong character. And in any case, I wasn't in a position to argue. As you say, ma'am, I've mumbled. That's way better. This is how a decent pioneer should conduct oneself. And now it's time to sleep. Honestly speaking, I wasn't going to become neither a decent nor indecent pioneer. Just yesterday, I wasn't going to become a pioneer at all. But do I have the choice now? No desire will put you down with fire. This is a motto Olga was probably going to use. Okay, I went to bed, closed my eyes, and realized just how tired I was. Something hammered in my head awfully as if my brain started a night shift. And they seemed to be aimed more at rolling the steel than working with someone more sensitive. Oh, hello bus again. Magical school bus thing that takes me to the land of all kinds of amazing girls. The bus flew through my mind. The square with a monument. And that 2-foot girl. And a malicious Oleana who stole my steak. With a bug. Oh, and the bikini. And this is Shy Girl. And yeah, the tsundere. What if I'm here for good? Oh. Hey computer, where are you? Are you just back at my house? Still? Just displaying day 2? Okay, I was having a dream. It seemed like I was in some kind of vacuum, with nothing but nothing around me. But not only around, I was the only creature in the universe. Ooh. As if the universe had returned to some state of singularity right before the Big Bang. And something was just about to happen. Suddenly I heard a voice. I could not make out the words, but it sounded familiar. The voice was whispering something gently, as if lulling. Then I realized. It was the voice of the stranger girl from the bus. Wait, there was a girl in the bus? Oh. I didn't remember that. The girl, okay, that's the girl. From the dream. But what is she trying to tell me? Who is she? You know, I just realized something. I know a bunch of visual novels do this, but there are many love choices that I'm probably going to go and choose the one I want to. But there's also the one that the game goes around and has its main storyline from. So I'm not sure if I'll go back and do that one and all of them, or if I'll just go through the one. I'll probably just go through the one I get and go after. Probably. I don't even know if there is an overarching plot that I gained from one girl. I don't know, but I woke up though.